Hey, welcome to I'm Right. And I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Cordova, and Jill Cox Cordova will be with us in about 4.5 minutes. But in the meantime, there's a couple of things I want to tell you while we check things out and make sure everything's working properly. So, the first thing you can know is if you don't want to listen to me talk for the next 4 minutes, just fast forward past this spot and just get right into the show. That's if you're listening on replay. But if you are here live, stay here, hang out with me, because we've got about 3 minutes and 50 seconds before the show starts. Now, tonight or today, we are going to be talking about mythical figures. Are they real or not? That is the question. Okay, just to tease on that. And Halloween is coming up, so we can have a good conversation about that. Now, also, if you are here live, for the people that are here live, know that you can make comments and ask questions on Facebook and YouTube. And it looks like everything is working properly tonight, so we won't have any technical difficulties with that. But also, with tonight's show, you might want to talk about your sightings of mythical creatures. And if you want to do that live on the show, there's a link there at Facebook and YouTube. You just click that link, follow the prompts, and it'll bring you right into the show. So if you want to have a back and forth discussion with us, you can do that, no problem. The other thing is, this is the last show of this season. So the last show of season 8 is now. That's going to happen. But when we start season 9, that's going to be January 14th in 2026. That's January 14th, 2026. And we hope you come to that show because we're going to have have a few guests, and we're going to do a couple of new things in that season that we didn't do before, so that might be exciting to you. And I know we'll be missing all of our regular guests that come all the time and add to the show. And remember, please make your comments and questions during the show because you make the show better. And we love it when the show is better. So we've got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left until the show officially starts. And remember, if you're listening to this, you can also just go ahead and fast forward and get right into the show. I also want to thank all of our audio-only listeners, and I want to thank you for listening to our sponsors before and after the show, because that is how we get paid. And that's pretty good, because it's nice to make a couple of cents while doing this show. So that's okay. So we've got about another 49 seconds, and we're going to get right into the show. And I want to thank everybody for supporting us for so many years. And while we're not here until January, remember, you've got over 300 episodes of I'm Right. You can listen to and watch. And if you want to watch those, you can just go to Jill's website, jillcoxcordova.com, and click the podcasting tab, and all of our episodes are there. All right, we've got about 10 seconds to the start of the show, so see you in a few. Bye. Hey, you gonna say anything?
I may
We're
not.
just
I may
bobbleheads.
just bop my head all night.
Say something.
Greetings, everyone. This is I'm Right.
I'm right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
And here we are.
Where are we?
We are at
Are we?
our season finale, season 8 finale.
Season 8. Season
Yes,
8.
we've made it to
through
through
season. Yeah, that is correct.
through
Season
8 seasons.
Cool.
Believe it or not.
That is excellent. That is excellent. But we're getting ready to take our little end of the year break.
Right. And then we're coming back January 14th, 2026.
That's right. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
That's right.
Yeah, which will be cool. But again, remember, you can listen and watch all of our replays. We've got over 300 of them. You can do that during the 2 months when you don't come live.
That's right. Get caught up. Get caught up on everything we've said on this show.
Yeah, and take notes. Take notes, and then they could bring some of that stuff up in season 9.
Right.
You know, like,
right.
Hey, you know, in season 7, episode 12, Tony said
I was going to say, you said.
Let's see whether I still feel the way I said before. Whether my opinion has changed.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think anyone's here because we weren't here last week at all. And then the week before, we did a show, but you didn't see it live. So we put it out later.
Yes.
But John is here.
Hey,
Yay!
John, it's good to see you.
Yay.
Or know that you're there.
Thank you, John, for all your support this whole season.
Yeah.
John has mostly been here.
Well, I'm glad he's here tonight because we need some
Yeah,
input.
we do need
talking
that.
about mythical
creatures.
Are they creatures or mythical people or mythical?
Yes. Do they exist? It's part of a segment that we call
Stand by your stance.
All right.
So here's the deal, sweetheart. You know,
What's the deal?
I either conduct my own polls or I do research on a topic.
Okay.
So this time I chose to do research.
Okay.
And on civicscience.com, they did a survey a year or so ago asking how many Americans, I should say, believe in the existence of Bigfoot or Sasquatch or the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
And what I found was, or their results were, 11%. Only 11%. I actually thought it would be higher.
I thought it would be 50%. At least.
Believe that Bigfoot, Sasquatch exists, and only 8% believe that the Loch Ness Monster exists.
Okay.
Now, out of that percentage, which generation do you think 43% of them were?
Boomers.
Nope.
No, not boomers.
It was Gen Z.
Really?
The research showed, or this survey showed, that boomers and millennials are more skeptical about the existence of those mythical creatures.
But what if they exist?
What if they do?
What if they do exist?
They do. And they said that the belief that they do exist is stronger in the western part of the country and in rural areas. And there's only one state that has not reported
I can guess
a Bigfoot
there's
sighting.
one state that has not? Oh, I don't know what that is.
You don't want to guess?
Let me think. Let me think. I don't know.
We've been there, and you loved it. This state.
I love this state. Oh, Hawaii?
Hawaii. Hawaii is the only place that hasn't reported a Bigfoot Sasquatch sighting.
But what do they have? I bet you they have something else.
Well,
what do they have?
That's
Did you find that out?
whole other thing. So we're getting comments, so let's go to those. John is asking us to define what our definition is of a mythical creature. You want to take that one?
Well, a mythical creature. It could be the Tooth Fairy. Could
Right.
be a leprechaun. Leprechaun could be one. Yes. Um. Who else? Oh,
Creatures that
what about vampires?
Oh,
What about
that's a good one.
vampires? They could,
That's a
they
good
could be, of course, Bigfoot, Sasquatch is one. What's the other thing? The Tupacabra. That's another thing. But they actually say they caught one of those, but it was dead.
Well, a
But they
dead one
saw it,
shows
but
that
they
it
had,
existed.
but they had video of it when it was alive. So those might actually exist.
Maybe.
It's like a dog mixed with wolf mixed with it's got like tiger stripes on it and stuff. And,
Okay.
its body is a little different, real narrow towards the rear, a lot different.
Okay.
Doesn't.
Well, we're getting other comments, so let me get to those. Robert is here. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
He
How
says,
are
"Hey,
you?"
guys. Hello, hello, hello." John says, going back to my saying that Gen Z, 43% of Gen Zers were part of the group that said they do believe that Sasquatch or Bigfoot exist, as well as the Loch Ness Monster. And he says Gen Z will believe anything.
You're gonna get the Gen Zers mad at ya.
And then we have Chris and Tamia here.
Hey, Chris and Tamia.
And they say, hello, everyone. They are very skeptical about many things. Gen Z.
But
It is.
they live in one of the areas where there
Yes,
is
where
a
there was, they have shown us.
that-
We forgot to put that up. We meant to make that a graphic. We forgot of the footprint that he showed us.
yeah, we forgot.
We sure
We've
did.
been busy. Sorry.
we forgot. But they may have a Bigfoot around their house.
Yeah, they actually have a Bigfoot footprint. The question is, did Bigfoot make it?
That is the question. There is the question. When I was asking you which one state in the country has not reported a Bigfoot, Robert guessed New Mexico, which is a great guess, actually.
That's a good guess.
And so when I said that it was Hawaii, John says Hawaii has big fat Samoans.
That ain't right. That ain't right, John. That ain't right.
And John also says South Carolina has lizard
The
man.
lizard man, yes, the lizard. I
Oh,
forgot
and
about
Kentucky
the
has
lizard man.
the goat man.
The goat. That's right. The
You know,
goat
in
man.
around Louisville.
But wasn't the Mothman spotted in Kentucky also?
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
the
you're right.
Mothman. So there's a lot of things, and everybody says the Mothman is real. They've seen it.
Yep.
It
Yep.
is the Oh, so here's the question. How
Well,
do
I
we,
have a question,
this,
too.
This is a show about relationships. So how does this affect us? So if I became a Bigfoot hunter, I was really into it. Would that affect our relationship, or would you just see it as
Sure would.
just a hobby of mine?
Well, it depends, because sometimes when you do things or attend things, you do it because you are making fun of it, and it's humor for you.
Oh, I know.
But if you were
people-
really serious about it, then we would have to have a discussion about that. Because I would
Okay.
want to know, let me ask you, do you believe that Bigfoot or Sasquatch exists?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen one. Well, I have watched many of these, Bigfoot hunter shows, for entertainment. I've watched many. Now, they've got audio of Bigfoot, the audio, they grunt. make screams. I think they are. Anyway, and they rub on
How do they sound?
trees. I don't know. And they also smell. They smell skunky. They're supposed to smell kind of like a skunk.
Oh.
Okay, and they found footprints, and they've had rocks thrown at them by Bigfoot. Okay, but
But
but I haven't seen, and there are old videos, film from Bigfoot. There's one supposed to be the most authentic, but I have seen no recent actual footage like Bigfoot walks up and says, "Hi, I'm Bigfoot.
Well-
Good to meet you." I haven't seen anything like that.
well, can Bigfoot speak English? Oh, okay.
I'm a translator.
So some of that footage that you saw, Animal Planet had a show for 11 whole seasons called Finding Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Was that what you saw?
yeah. I may have watched some of those.
I see the humor in they're calling it Finding Bigfoot, and it was a really popular show for 11 seasons, and they never found Bigfoot
Never found Bigfoot.
on that show.
Never did. But did they hear Bigfoot?
I don't know. I never saw
They
the
probably
show. Did you
heard
see the show?
Bigfoot, and they probably saw. Probably found Bigfoot hair
Okay.
and Bigfoot scat.
Okay.
Bigfoot scat. They find Bigfoot scat.
growing up at the national park, I was convinced that Bigfoot and Sasquatch lived in the woods around my house. I never saw one though.
You didn't see the Bigfoot?
Yeah, but I was convinced of it as a child.
Okay, and
So if I still had that belief, how would you feel? If I started going to conventions, that's the only thing I ever researched. Come on, we're going to this convention. I'm on a panel.
I would probably go with you.
For the humor of it, right?
I would probably go with you.
For the humor part of it, or you would have a talk with me?
I would probably go with you to see what happens.
Okay.
Then I would make my decision. But I would definitely go. But I see John.
Yeah, we got
a couple.
we've
I'll
got
go
several
down the list.
comments, so I'm getting to
okay.
those. Okay, so Robert says, with deep fake AI, you can make anything seem
Yeah.
real. That is very true.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Like it's gotten you could do it even better now than
I'm surprised no
than the
one's
fake ones
done
before.
that yet. I haven't heard they do a
Well,
fake
maybe
on-
we
they
just gave
have.
somebody the idea.
big fake. Yeah.
Here in Georgia, I don't get out of the house much, but when I do, and I'm riding with you, I'm like, why do they have that street sign? Like deer instead of deer crossing, it's an image of Bigfoot.
A Bigfoot
Like,
crossing.
why is that sign there?
There are real signs like that. Instead of deer crossing, it's Bigfoot
Yeah,
crossing.
yeah, like so.
But here in
and
Georgia,
I've seen several of those in Georgia.
here in Georgia, there's a couple of like Bigfoot stores where you can just go and buy Bigfoot stuff. And if you're coming from Florida up I-75, you get somewhere around the 20-something mile marker, and there's a Bigfoot store down there too, telling you go on up to the
I
mountains.
think I can talk.
Oh, you can talk. Who do we
Wait,
have?
wait,
Who do we
wait.
have?
Who
Let's
do we
see
have?
Let's see who we have. Who do we have? We hear you.
This is Chris.
Okay,
Hey, Chris.
I was getting ready to come to you. Let me show your comment first, and then we're going to ask you to respond. Chris
Okay.
says they are real, meaning Bigfoot, Sasquatch. And yes, they are here. We have many pictures. Also,
Wait, you have
we
pictures
have
of Bigfoot?
encountered one. So, Chris,
Oh, you have to tell us.
you
about
have
that.
to talk. Encountered one where? What went down? How did it play out?
I hope I'm not echoing, right?
No,
No, you're good.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
you're good.
Tamia and I one time, just to make a long story short, we Well, how are you guys doing before I say that?
We're fine. How are
Yeah,
you?
we're doing fine.
we're still gonna be friends after this, by the way. So
Yes,
you can
yes.
tell us
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can
anything. It's all
say,
good.
tell us what
Look,
went down.
look, Tony, look, you still my brother right now, so you're good. But yes, we were. To me, I took Tamia a little bit when we were staying at the lake. We went to Jamar Farms. Um, that's probably about 30 or 40 minutes up next to Buford. Well, when we came back, I took her to a part of the lake where I used to hike,
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
and look, guys, don't think I'm crazy. I don't care if you do, but we ran into some baby footprints.
Baby footprints.
Yes, some really small footprints. In a mud, kind of like a mud where some water had drained,
Okay.
and to me, it kept following the footprints, and they kept going farther back into the this trail, and we actually went too far. Um, and that's where we encountered something came out at us, and it was huge.
Oh my.
And we're joking, right? We're laughing about it right now, but at that time, it was terrifying. To me, I almost fainted.
Well, if
Holy
something
And
came
cow.
at me that was huge like that, then
well, it
yes. So was it the
well
image
it
that we
acts
think of
well it
with Bigfoot?
actually it I wouldn't necessarily say it yelled at us. It and I wouldn't necessarily say it growled, but it was so loud, like it was it was like this huge bellow, like it wanted us to stop where
And
we
I
were
bet you
I
going.
bet you
stopped.
did and went the other way,
Oh
right?
yes, I and
And what did it have a baby with it?
okay, that's a whole nother segment.
Oh
That's a
boy.
whole nother I'm laughing about it right now, but Tamia turned around and she ran, and then she had to come back and grab me because I had a torn meniscus at the time.
Oh
Oh.
And so
no.
I couldn't even run. And we made it back to the car, and I was like, I was kind of amused, but Tamia was terrified. I really didn't know how bad it scared her until we got back home.
Mm-hmm.
She stayed on the couch for about a week or two.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes, we didn't have. It had to have been during the summertime because we didn't have classes. And
Mm-hmm.
she would not move from the couch. And I then realized that whatever that was could have killed us or could have taken us, could have done anything it wanted to. It was that loud. And people,
Wow.
yeah, and people always say, "Well, there's a bear." Nope, we have seen many, many bears. No
Mm-hmm.
bear has ever done that. If you ever heard of elk,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
it sounds almost just like that. But it was just so loud that it vibrated. And over time, I have pictures of footprints. It was like during a duration of 2 years that we experienced encounters where we would find footprints in the yard. It was to the point that we got used to it.
Oh.
Oh, I would think that you
Yes,
would be that you might still have some trauma there, from the
it
first
it
experience.
yes, the trauma did last. Actually lasted about 2 years. Well, it continues. Then we moved here. Okay, this is crazy. We moved here. She won't even go out hiking with me
Oh.
now.
So this isn't when you already were living there.
No, it
You
was
were
before.
visiting, kind of.
Yes,
And you
yes,
still moved?
and we still.
What?
I it was just crazy. When we moved, we had pulled up the U-Haul, and it was just she and I, we were just unloading and we looked on side of the yard, and sure enough, there were footprints all over the place. And at that point, we were like, oh well, we wanted to move into our dream cabin, our dream place, and we weren't gonna let that stop us. but honestly, I'm making it short. But it lasted. That experience is even lasts to this day. It's
Yeah.
and
Of
it's
course.
yes.
You
I'm sorry that
you
was pretty quick.
no, that
No, no,
I'm sorry you went through that. It
but
it truly sounds traumatic.
but on a positive note, I've never heard of Bigfoot attacking anyone. They've thrown
Right.
rocks. Bigfoots throw rocks and boulders, but
Or yell to
or
make you
yell
leave or
or
whatever that sound was.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
but so now at the where you live now, you're still seeing footprints.
Yes, I would see footprints, and as a matter of fact, we have heard yells across the mountain that last minutes, and even like late at night, sometimes you can hear it, and you're like, "What in the world?" And you already know what it is.
Right.
You already know what it is, and Tamia doesn't really play around with the subject. She doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that she wants to talk about.
I
Right.
understand that.
Um, yeah, with me, I'm always in the mountains. I'm always out, and I just know they're around.
Yeah.
Have you
Um,
discussed
But
it with your neighbors?
Funny, let me say this. They didn't believe us because they're older, and all of them are retired. And one couple finally moved up here full time because they were back and forth to their main home, and then they finally moved here. And we kept telling them what was going on, and they didn't believe us. Of course, they would make fun. But one day, the wife, she came up to me and I. We were down on the creek, and she said, "Do y'all ever hearing these weird noises at night, or like these screams?" And we were like, "We tried to tell you,
tried to
you know,
tell you.
you tried to tell you." And she still, and they won't talk about it anymore. They won't talk
Uh
about it
huh.
anymore. Um, but it's man, I've documented so many things. I had to leave it alone. But so much stuff happened. So much stuff happened when we were back in Beaufort. Here, it's almost like a natural thing.
Uh huh.
Um, I'll give you one more since you mentioned tossing rocks. Since Tony mentioned rocks,
Mm-hmm.
the first time that I introduced this to Tamia, she didn't. She believed me, but she just really was kind of a skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't saying I wasn't telling the truth. But one time I took her to this ravine where I knew that, okay, okay, where I knew where a mother and at least two other small ones were because I could always see their footprints. And I took her to
Wow.
this area, and to me, it was like, just kind of like being Tamia, just kind of like nature. She's a biologist, so she's just looking around. And so we get to a point where I have to pretty much let them know that I'm coming in and I'm going down the ravine. We're about a half a mile into the woods. And Tamia's like, "What are you doing?" And I do this kind of whistle, and they'll
Mm-hmm.
whistle back.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yes. And she was like, "What the hell?" And they would throw little pebbles or rocks. And she was standing right there with me. And she was like, "Are you serious? Somebody's down." I say, "Yes, somebody is down there." But
Okay.
yes, yeah. But I
Well,
have
I
many
don't
stories
think
like that.
you're crazy. I don't think Tamia's crazy. So thank you for sharing that
Yeah, and I
with
do
us.
believe just because you haven't seen something
Right? Doesn't
yourself doesn't mean it does not exist.
Y'all got to come up though, right?
Yep, we are.
after that story,
We are
Chris?
definitely coming. We are coming. Yes, we
Oh my
are.
goodness!
Yes, we are definitely coming. We got to set it up, and we're coming. Even if I have to drag Jill kicking and
Come on
screaming,
up,
we
man.
are coming.
This
We
is
are
the best
coming.
time to come up.
Yeah, yeah, we are definitely coming. And I was out today, and I see that the leaves are turning colors now and all that. So it's going to be
It
really
would be a pretty
beautiful
time to go there,
up there.
for sure.
But Chris, I got one question for you. Now
Okay,
this one is really out there.
go ahead.
So in one of the shows I was watching on, Bigfoot. Uh, this woman told the story, and it's kind of a little similar to yours because she knew where to find, Bigfoot, right?
Right.
And she said that Bigfoot could communicate with her psychically. Now,
Yes.
the question is, do you feel like they can communicate with you without even speaking? Do you feel something like when you're close without them
Did,
saying anything, making any
okay.
noise?
I could give you this is probably the weirdest thing you're gonna hear about talking in that way. One night to me and I was talking and she said, there's somebody outside. And I said, oh, I'm not gonna say the name, but I said the name. And she said, how do you know the name? And before I knew it, I was like, I did say a name, didn't I? And I was like, I don't know where I get that name from. And
Ah.
that name stuck to me. And I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. And then another name came to mind, and I told Tamia, she's like, those things are talking to you. And I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't, you don't hear it, you just know, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. It's just like just put into your head. You just know.
Yes, yes. So yes, I think that happens. And people will come to me and say, don't you want to go, what is Sasquatching? I said, no, I don't. I don't want to do that because they can do this stuff.
Right.
And I think they're partly human. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
And
yes,
have
that
you
happens.
since we're relating this topic to relationships, have you and Tamia bonded over that experience then?
And that is the strangest thing. We were so bombarded with things that were going on that I contacted a tribe leader.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because my dad is a Creek Indian,
Hmm.
and I talked to her, and she was like, "There's nothing bad that's going to come out of this." And I was like, I was like, "Look, we are frightened, man. We're scared." But what it did was it helped us get so much closer together.
Hmm.
I don't know how that works. And then during that time, I had lost my youngest sibling,
Oh.
and it was almost like we were geared up to tackle a lot of things. Like the encounter helped. I mean, even to this day, it helps us make decisions. It helps us make decisions about what we're doing, what we talk about, the closeness. I don't know how that works though, but the people, I even joined a group that the same thing happened to. And they said, yes, it brings you closer to the real world. Like it brings you closer to saying, hey, I'm humbled. They're more than us here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know, it's a humbling experience. People make jokes. We don't even call it Bigfoot.
What do you
We
call
Do
it?
call it
you have it? He says he's not telling the name. He's got a
no,
name.
I was
I
trying to
call
sneak
them.
in the question.
I can say I can say
He's
that
being a
um,
journalist here.
we call them I call them tukadika
Okay.
for the sheep eater or the deer eater because I know what they eat.
Okay.
And the whole thing goes with that name. And that's a Native American name of many. It's like hundreds of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very spiritual thing. I don't know how to explain it
Yeah,
though.
no, I'm glad you said spiritual because
Right.
that's exactly what this woman also said.
Yes.
That it was spiritual. So it's kind of the same description of what
Yes.
takes
Very,
place.
very spiritual.
Yeah. Ah,
Yes.
this is cool.
Yes, Chris, thank you for sharing that and to giving us insight into that. Again, I'm really sorry that you all went through that, but
No, it's
thank you
good.
for
It's good.
sharing the story.
Okay, and I'll see you guys soon, right?
Yeah,
Actually,
Jill is
I
going to
think I will
set it up.
come. I will
All
come.
right. All right, I'll get out of here now.
All right.
Well,
Thanks.
thank
All right.
Thanks
you.
so much for
Thank
Okay.
you for your
coming.
comments. Okay, speaking of comments, we have
All
other
right. Oh,
things.
that was so cool.
That
That was
was. That
interesting.
was. When you were talking about the Mothman, John says West Virginia claims
West
the
Virginia,
Mothman.
that is correct. Yes.
And Steve Gasway is here. Hey,
Hey,
Steve.
Steve. How are ya?
And since he came in on the conversation, he had wondered, is this a Halloween show? And John told him, well, something like that. Something like that. But we were talking about mythical creatures and whether they exist, whether people believe they exist or not, and whether those beliefs impact their relationships, which is why I asked Chris the question I did.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh, Stacy's here too.
Hi,
Hi,
Stacy.
Stacy.
I always smile when Stacy's
And
here.
Stacy believes in Bigfoot.
All right. You need to come to Georgia also.
Yes. 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 And Steve's saying
Wow.
hi. Hi. Oh, and I'm not sure at what point, but Steve also wrote, "Yikes! Sounds like a Second Amendment endorsement."
Yeah, I have never seen, like Sasquatch or Bigfoot. I've never seen, a vampire, or I haven't seen a leprechaun. I haven't seen all these things. But what I have seen are UFOs. Those I have seen. So.
Well, I mean,
What do you
they
think of
say
that, Jill?
UFO stands for unidentified.
So I'm saying it was
Yes.
an unidentified flying object. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Yes,
Wasn't a plane.
I
Wasn't a
I
balloon.
understand.
And I have not seen any other things that move like it. But, it could be something from the government. Who knows? It's unidentified.
Let's move on to, since we're already out of time.
Yeah,
let's
we
move to
are.
our last segment that we call.
I'm trying to help you.
Well, I think that Chris brought up a very good point when he talked about, sometimes our beliefs or our understanding of things unknown is a spiritual or even cultural thing.
Yes.
So my advice is, if you are in a relationship with someone that believes in mythical creatures or in certain folklore, don't automatically assume they're crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Like there's often a reason why that goes back generations.
Yeah, and yeah, and I'm kind of with you with that. I keep an open mind, because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Exists. And people who do believe they exist, it can show that they are open to the unknown
Correct.
and the unseen.
Correct.
Well, we have several other comments, so that's all I'm going to say there. So let's see what our other comments are. Oh, Connie and Ronaldo are here. Hi.
Hey y'all.
Hi. And Connie had a birthday earlier this week.
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
I hope you're still
Connie.
celebrating. Because, we're supposed to celebrate for like a month if you didn't know. So, anyway. Steve says, at WSB, I did a series on Georgia's close encounters.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Didn't know that either.
I may have to look that up. I bet I could find it.
I bet you could find.
And he, phenomenal reporter, so I'm definitely going to look that up.
Are these close encounters of the third kind? I wonder.
Stacy says, I know there are others. My husband grew up near
Oto?
the Oto Indians.
I hope we're saying that correctly.
And I apologize if I'm not, and has spoken of some others. I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Yes. Cool.
And Steve says even Jimmy Carter says he saw one.
That's true. I forgot all about that. Wow. Yeah, that's true.
And Steve says yes, many people saw them. And John says a UFO.
Oh, yeah. Are we talking about UFOs or? Well, we had close encounters.
Yes.
So those are, unidentified
Yes,
flying
but I
objects.
think didn't Jimmy Carter say he saw a UFO?
Did he say UFO or did he say Bigfoot?
I don't know. Steve, help us.
No, he said UFO. He said USO.
Yeah, I think it was UFO.
Because when he became president, he wanted to get, the real inside
Yes,
scoop.
yes, we are correct.
Yes.
UFO.
UFO, yeah. Yeah, so Billy, Billy could see one. I've seen one. No, I've seen
Who's
one.
Billy?
That's his brother. I bet you.
Oh.
I bet you
We're
Billy
talking
saw
about
one
Jimmy.
too. I
Okay.
bet you Billy saw one too. I bet you Billy saw one. Get some of that Billy beer. You remember?
Yep,
Billy
yep,
beer.
I remember.
No, but yeah, I saw one when I was around 13, and I saw two more probably 3 years ago. Probably.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't recall your
three.
telling me about the one you saw when you were 13, but I do
3
remember
or 4 years ago.
you're, as a truck driver, I remember
Yeah.
you're talking about them. John says, you guys really need an hour.
Well,
Well,
we used to do an hour. Our show
We
used
we
to
did,
be an
but
hour.
if you, I don't, John, I'm pretty sure you were here when Tony mentioned something about what turned into tonight's topic, and that went on and on and on. So that's why we're even doing the show,
yeah, we figured it's
because
our
you all
last
have a
show
lot
for
to
the
say
season.
about it.
Maybe we need to switch our show topics. We should go to unexplained phenomenon.
Yeah, maybe. Steve says the thing he did, the Close Encounters, ran during the debut week of Independence Day.
Oh yeah, a good time. Yeah, that was a good
And
time.
it was a
Run that.
huge ratings hit. Of course it was.
Yeah, you see, we need to, no more relationship, shows.
Just change our whole
Yeah,
show.
we change everything. We'll come back next season. We're gonna
Well,
have.
well, speaking of that, because we need to close out. This is our season finale. We're gone for the rest of the year, but we return season 9. Season 9
Season
already
9, January
on January 14th.
Yes.
And in season 9, every season we try to do something a little different than what the previous seasons were. So we have a few little small changes. So hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll come back
Yeah.
to see us.
Put it on your calendar. Because you might forget about us come January. Forget that we exist.
Steve is telling us we had a good show. John
Thank
says,
you,
yes, a good
Steve.
show. Steve is laughing at us. And Stacy agrees with you. Unexplained phenomena would be a good topic. All right. We'll
yes.
include that next season.
Actually, we have a lot of that.
And Steve says he loves
We
this
have a
show.
whole
Yeah, we
lot
we
of
could
that.
talk a lot about that. That would probably be an hour for sure. And Steve says,
lot.
make the viewers guess what the changes are. Yes. Yes. That
Yep.
is what we do.
Yeah, we can't tell you yet.
Yes.
And the reason why, because some of it we might not do.
Right.
And
we
don't
might
want you to
decide,
be,
we're not doing that.
I thought you said you were going to do such and such. Nah, we're tired.
And Denise says, and hi, Denise. Great closing out show. All right. You ready to close it out?
I am ready.
All right, let's go.
To say, check out I'm Right.
Music.
Check out I'm Right. There we go.
There
There's
you go.
music. Yeah. Check out I'm Right. Not every Wednesday night from now till the end of the year, but in January 14th, we will be back. Check out some of the replays that you haven't heard or seen. And if you want to watch the replays, go to Jill's website, jillcoxcordova.com, and click the podcaster tab. Also, please visit Jill's website and become familiar with her website. That way you can watch the show from there. You can do all the same things you can do when you're on Facebook and YouTube, but you can do it right from her website. That way, if there's any technical difficulties with Facebook or YouTube, you can still participate in the show directly from her website. So write that down while you're looking at it. Keep it, save it, remember it. All good.
And I just also want to say that same page, if you prefer to, in these 2 months that we're off, if you prefer to listen, all the audio replays are there as well. Like all 300 and something episodes.
Yes, and you can make comments even on the old shows. So if you're listening to a replay, you can write a comment down on the website, and we can address it when the season starts again. That would be cool. All right, what else, Jill? After show, anyone? Yeah, come up with some ideas for shows.
Well, I do want to say, Robert, you all may remember Robert. He and his family were on our show, and we talked about adult adoption. So he says they have a show update, and the update is our adult adoption has been finalized. Yay! Now that's the way we go out.
All right.
Yes, and that episode is season 8, I think, episode 3 or something like that. It's one of our. It's in our top 3 episodes of this whole season in terms of how many people listened or watched. So that's a wonderful update. Yay! Congratulations.
All right.
All right. We ready to go out?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
And to our audio listeners, please stay and listen to a word from our sponsors. And thanks again for all you do, audio listeners, because that's how we get paid. So thank you for watching and listening, and we'll see you next season, January 14th, 2026. Love you all.
Love you.
All right. Bye.